Welcome to Off Days. I'm John Holland, and today we have a couple special guests, a little reunion. We have Bar Timor, the captain, my captain of Hapoel Tel Aviv.
Thank you for
How you doing?
inviting
Thank
me.
you guys. Thank you for coming. And we have James Feldeine, legend.
Thank you, man. Thank you for inviting me.
Nah, appreciate you guys coming. So just to start off, like I'm gonna start it off every time like this. What's your perfect off day?
Whew. I think it's different when you're a local guy like in Israel or foreigner. For me, the best off day is just I'm a home guy, so I'm just gonna be home most of the day. Maybe now when I'm getting older, like I will go out to a restaurant or like drink wine, whatever. But probably chill.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely different. When I was younger, off days were like, I didn't know about no recovery. I would just wake up and depends where I was. Like
The night before?
depends what time I went to sleep. But depends the country I'm in. You know, like some countries are really, really cold on off days, so you just stay home. But one thing I really do like on off days is definitely like go to the grocery store and get my house straightened up. Make sure I got stuff in the house to eat. Off days, I try to like make a big meal that takes me a while. You know what I'm saying? Just be chilling. If I'm in Israel, it's totally different. I go to the beach or. But the older I got, I need to sleep in after a game. Days off is usually after game, so I need to sleep in, get some food. And now I just be in a hotel.
Facts, yeah. We all kind of around the same age, so we kind of do the same thing. For me, I mean, y'all kind of living my off day right now. This is what I want to do on the off day, but just chill, sleep. Let's take it back. Let's take it back to high school. I used to play this guy in high school since freshman year of high school. That's probably what
20 years ago, 21 years ago.
Oh God. Been in this game a long time, 20 years ago. What do you remember about that time? Like, what do you remember about?
I actually remember a lot. I remember high school was a big 4 years for me. High school we do 4 years of just freshman, sophomore, junior, and
For the non-American guy, you were in which high school?
Cardinal Hayes in the Bronx.
And you?
Apologies. I went to Fordham Prep in the Bronx, and then I went to St. Benedict's Prep with X.
Oh, X.
Yeah.
Okay.
But before I went with X, I was in Fordham Prep in the Bronx. We used to play them all the time. They used to beat us all the time.
Yeah, it was a different. Nowadays freshmen play varsity, so varsity is like junior and senior year. But back then, 20 years ago, it was hard. Freshmen never played varsity. The competition was way better.
You think so?
Yeah. I mean, our year? Come on, bro. Yeah.
I mean, they got some crazy.
Now
crazy
it's different.
Kids.
Now it's different because there's only one league. We was in second league. It was leagues. It was first league, second
First
league.
league, second
And we
division?
second division, and we were pretty good. And first division was crazy.
Yeah, that's
So
true.
it was a different time. But yeah, I remember a lot. High school, I remember a lot of games, a lot of. I had to travel to school, on the bus, on the train in New York, which was at that time was crazy.
Pretty far from where you live?
Like 45 minutes, close to an hour with traffic. Yeah.
Also you have to drive so far?
When I was at Fordham Prep, it was just like 15 minutes. But when I went to St. Benedict's Prep in Jersey, 2 hours.
You
2 hours.
You stayed in the Bronx?
I stayed in the Bronx until the season started.
And then you went.
And then I stayed over.
Oh, wow.
But actually, you know what I really want to know? Like the system in Israel.
Yeah.
Like about how they develop players. Because do you think that they're doing a good job, or is it?
I think, first of all, I don't know how it works today. So I guess it's very like different since my time. But for me, in my time when I was like, for us it's 3 years high school, 15, 16, 17. And then I think we really focus on like winning games. You know, like for me, I don't know if you guys had it also, but when I was 15, I watched film, not of myself, like of the other team. Yeah, you see, like, so it's just different. Like I for example, like the Euro motion that we run, like every team run this Euro motion. I'm doing it since I'm 14, you know, and I guess I don't know if it's different for you guys, but I feel like because I watch a lot of clips and like I see sometimes even you guys like from those days, it feels like on your high school they focus more on skills and like working on skills and developing your type of game. For us, it was all about like team game and like run this play and execute this and.
But I heard you were like pretty good, like a legend. Nah, no, seriously,
No,
this
I
is
mean-
what I heard. I forgot who I was talking to. Somebody, but they said that you were like, there's this guy down there that's dunking and
Yeah, I mean, I was like the.
What?
Hey,
I'm telling you.
Hey, you know it.
It's YouTube. We need some.
I will show you on YouTube. For me, first of all, I'm from Haifa, so you have to, I don't know, first, again, I would say, I don't know if it's like that today, but for me, when I was 14, being like one of the best players for his age in Haifa, it was weird. Like everybody told me, okay, so you have to go to Tel Aviv, you have to play there, or you have to play, Galil had a great program. So you have to go either there or either to Tel Aviv. And I just want to stay in Haifa, you know, because I had my parents were very close. And
Comfortable there.
yeah, I was very comfortable there. And then, okay, they start to try to help me. Okay, so we'll give you... I remember I was like the first kid, I think, that had a personal trainer. And today, every kid had like have 3, you know?
Yeah.
And I went to, before school, I went to work with a trainer. And everybody was like, wow, he's working with a trainer, he's already semi-pro. I was like 16, you know? Because I took it serious. And I think people around me understand like, okay, he's going to be a basketball player, he have to work.
Exactly.
But in the team or in high school, which is like, it's not the same. In Israel, it's different a little bit. You have the youth program, like the guys practice today after us, and you have the school. It's not the same team. It's 2 different teams. So the high school, back in my days, it's like the highest thing you can ever do. It's on TV. It's like you're waiting for that for the whole season. You want to be the...
It's probably like high school and AAU,
Yeah.
maybe.
Like
you ever heard of AAU?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's probably
So
similar.
for us, it's like a tournament. It's a league, but it's a 12 games tournament, and they televise you at least one time. If you have a good team, they televise you even more. So it's like you're just waiting for that. When I was a kid, I watched Yogi. You know Yogi? You play with Yogi? No.
That was on
The year before.
Yeah.
Maccabi,
Yeah.
Maccabi, right?
Lefty.
Yeah.
So for me, growing up,
He was on Holland when we was there.
Okay, yeah. I know what you're talking about.
For me, growing up, I saw him like playing high school and winning the title, and it was like Yogi on TV. Wow, and it was 17, 18. So we kind of grew up to that, but the main focus in the team was winning. You know, it wasn't like, okay, we have Bar, he probably will be a pro, so we don't care if we win, but he will be a pro. No, we want to win, and if he will be a pro, it's okay. Like we're happy for him, but we want to win. So I don't know if it's
I mean,
the
when
same.
we didn't have, when we was growing up, we didn't have trainers.
You don't have to.
I don't think I ever did, especially in high school, individual.
Nah.
Nothing.
I think it was always team practice.
Wow.
And
But
then,
what
like,
was the main focus in the team practice?
team?
Team.
Yeah, it wasn't really. It was definitely like.
I think when I was growing up, like we did a lot of just playing. I just did a lot of playing outside, like you know what I'm saying, like just in the street, just hooping, just around. Like
That's
it
the
really
best way
wasn't.
to develop your game.
Yeah,
by the
yeah.
way, in my eyes, like
No, for sure. That was, especially in New York, the street ball was big time.
big time.
Yeah, big time.
You just go outside and
Yeah, you just go to a park and wherever park is closest to your house.
You could always find a game.
could
It's
always.
it's almost the best. It was the best thing that could have happened. Like
Messed
you could
up
go
my
there
knee-
right
messed up my
downstairs.
knees, but definitely. It was good. Concrete. It was crazy.
But then you play older guys, younger guys, whatever.
Play
whoever's out there.
you just
Whoever.
play.
Whoever's out there.
Nah, it was,
That's something we a little bit miss here in Israel. We have it a little bit in Tel Aviv, on the park, you know, when you see the courts. A little bit we have it there, but I think there in those games you just play, so you develop your game.
Yeah. You're not scared. You just out there.
Yeah.
Miss a shot. You miss a shot. You know what I'm saying?
you could try stuff.
Just try
You could
stuff.
try
And you're not
Stuff
calling
you
the
love
pick
to
and
do.
roll and
I try stuff. I try stuff now, so I definitely was trying stuff back then. So you was a pro at 17 then?
I was I was 17. I was last year of high school, and I had the high school team, and I went from playing youth team. My father told me, I think it's enough for you. Let's go to second division in Israel, the pro. And Apol Haifa, which now in first division. Back then they were second division. And I kind of grew up over there when I was a kid. And my father told me,
You have
listen.
a picture in the locker room.
Yeah, I know.
So you didn't kind of grow up.
No, I grew up.
there.
I grew up.
Yeah.
I grew up there. Sorry. Wow, how you know that?
I was there too.
In Romema? In the locker room? Yeah,
It's
it's
it's in like the coach's office.
What you did over there?
You know I'm around it. I'm around.
Did your father play?
Yes, my father played. Not in a higher level, but he played like semi-pro and until he was like 18. And then he told me, you have the high school, so anyway you play high school, and let's play pro. We don't need that. So I went to pro when I was 17. One American in a team. Back then, that was the rules.
Do you remember who?
Yeah, Rob Brown. You know him?
Rob Brown.
Rob Brown, I think.
I love how you always ask, you know him? Like we talk.
No, I tell you why. I think, I'm not sure, that he participated in End One as a member of the guys who went the tour.
Rob Brown? Oh, that's his
I don't know his
Yeah,
nickname.
Yeah, I don't, nickname, maybe.
I'm not sure about it, but he was cool. He was kind of crazy, but he was cool. I remember him, like, you know, for me it was different. Like, okay, today I'm kind of used to like your culture and playing with Americans.
Because there's so many Americans.
Yeah, in Israel especially. But back then he was one guy and we were 12 Israelis, so it was different. But it was an interesting experience for me, for sure.
What about the transition? I wanted to talk a little bit about the transition to like playing in another country.
I mean, from my experience, my first year overseas was in Spain, Lugo, Breogán. They were second division when I first got there. Now they're ACB, first division. But when I first got out there, it was tough. It was, I didn't drive. I didn't have a driver's license. The city was very, very cold. A lot of fog. Small city, but I don't know. I felt at home. It was like a weird situation. Like it took me some time to get comfortable on the court. Different basketball. You know, I don't want to say I was nervous, but it was just like, it was like the big stage for me. You know, like damn, I finally made it pro. And I didn't think I was gonna be a pro until, wow, maybe my junior year in college. So it took me a long time to understand that, damn, I could be a pro, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So going from not knowing, then all of a sudden being a pro is like, it was a crazy experience. It took me like 4 or 5 months to really like understand the game, you know, in Spain is robots.
Like
bro, it's like robots.
Top of the basketball.
Yeah, it's robots over there. So, and I wasn't used to it.
System.
System was crazy. They had a lot of plays for me, but it was just like I was just not used to. It was a lot.
You were the only foreigner?
No, it was me and another guy. So it was 2 foreigners and like 10 Spanish players. But it was a crazy experience. I loved it. I mean, I went back. I signed for another year. I was there for 2 years, second division too. But I was more like, I understood I needed to develop. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think that was the perfect thing to do at that time, and it worked out. So I think it helped me, and it changed my game.
Yeah.
Overseas basketball changed my game big time. So
How so?
I mean, you remember me in college and high school. I
I
was
mean, still getting buckets. So
nah.
what you
It
mean?
was just it was just more. You know, high school I was figuring it out. You know, I really couldn't put the ball on the floor in college. I was just a shooter. I was just a high, consistent. You know, I was making a lot of shots,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
it was just I didn't know how to create. So it changed my game. It made me put the ball on the floor. It made me play pick and roll. It made me become, you know, that all-around two guard that everybody's looking for. It
But
made
you,
me how to-
you understand it like that, okay, I'm there, this is what I need to do, or
Yeah.
like,
No. From
You were-
day one.
from day one.
I don't know why. It was just I bought in.
yeah.
Like, okay, this is what you want me to do, I'm gonna do it. Or like, this is how I need to play to get on the floor. Because I always knew, like, honestly, it was like, I'm not making it to the NBA. So if this is gonna be my job, and then like I heard stories, ACB players making $1 million, making $2 million, making
Yeah.
players just like me making 400, 500. I'm like, that could be me, you know what I'm saying? So, and then, you know, in Spain, the Dominican passport counts, and I have a Dominican passport, so it was just like it just clicked for me. I was just like, bro, I'm gonna just be focused, you know, have fun, take in all the culture, but also be focused.
You know who really helped me my first year? You know Andre Barrett?
Yeah.
He was my point guard my
Oh,
first
for real?
year.
That's
yeah.
crazy.
Andre Barrett, New York City legend. Shout out to Dre, man. He
What-
made me an all-star my first year in France.
Oh, for real?
For real.
Where
Like,
did you play together?
We played in France, in
France.
Rouen, in this
Oh.
little city called Rouen. It might have been his, I think that
One
might
of
have been
his
his last year playing, man. But he made me an all-star. Like, he made the game so easy. It was crazy.
I have to ask you something. I know it's your podcast, but I will.
No, go ahead.
I will ask you something. So when you guys going to college, when do you guys understand, like, that if you will not make it to the NBA, this overseas,
Back then it was totally different.
that's what I'm saying.
Like
It's
now,
not like today.
Like now, it's like everybody knows.
Everybody knows.
So, but back then it was, 14 years ago, it was like, I didn't understand it until completely to my senior year of college.
For me,
For
my
the last year.
coach,
For the last year,
Last
yeah,
year.
my last year.
my coach came up to me at the beginning of my senior year. He was like, do you want an agent now? Or you want to pick your agent now? Or you want to pick it at? I said, agent for what? Like what do you mean?
You
Like,
didn't
why do I need an
understand.
agent? I was literally just focusing on the next year. I got to do well this
Yeah.
year.
And
Got to do well this
and
year.
like graduate.
Then it got to my senior year. I was like, then I have to pick an agent. Like, damn. And I had a good little college career. So I went to Portsmouth and stuff. So it helped. It kind of helped doing that. But for you one of the few, I would say, Israelis that got to play outside of Israel.
Yeah.
How was that? Like,
I think for me the experience was I was too young. It was too early for
It was
me.
Berlin, right?
Yeah, it's Berlin. I was 21. I was too young. I was not ready. And I think I didn't have a real chance to succeed, you know?
Yeah.
Like, I got used to so many different stuff in Israel. And I left to Berlin. Like, today, I understand more, first of all, the game. But not only the game, also the way you should behave, you should practice, you should even talk.
Yeah.
And I didn't understand nothing. Like, for me, when I got there, I was like, I didn't play. So my coach was the Monaco coach, which is very demanding. Sasha Obradovic. He's very demanding, and he's very tough, and he's an amazing coach. But I came from something so different out here, and I remember, like, first game, I didn't play. And I was 21. For me, okay, you didn't play. Now you have to do faces for the coach, like, because he didn't let you play. And he will understand that you mad at him, so you will play next game.
Yeah.
That was my mentality. So
That didn't
back
work.
then, bro, I came to the next game, next practice. I was like, okay, fuck it. I will be angry today. Which it's okay to be angry, but take it to a good place. Kill on practice, you know, be tight on defense, score, whatever. We did like drill with the leather, and I did it like not even half speed, like did it like that. He yelled at me like crazy, and I think every month that went through over there, I understand how I should behave, you know? But it was so tough for me, and I was alone. That was also a big mistake for me to go alone.
If you could go back.
If I can go back, I will change everything. First of all, I'll go with someone. I don't have brothers, so maybe my cousin or my father or my mom or both of them. My father went to a serious surgery back then, so I couldn't go with him. So maybe with my mom. I won't go alone for the first part, and I will be way more patient. For me, I didn't play the first game. I want to go back home, to go back to Hapoel Tel Aviv.
Yeah.
You know, and it was not smart.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. So talking about that, like, let's talk about basketball IQ. How do you think you develop basketball IQ, or is you just born with it?
Now you develop.
No.
Yeah.
I also think you develop.
Yeah, you develop it. I don't think you're born with it.
You don't think some people just
Nah.
no?
It might look like it, but you
But
don't.
they also develop.
Yeah, you don't know. You know, let's say like LeBron, he got one of the highest IQs ever, and we kind of know his story. We kind of know like his journey, but like outside, you don't know how he develops IQ. Like watching games, you develop IQ. Watching film, you develop IQ.
Yeah.
Like players with high IQ watch basketball. Like and that just develops your brain, develops your mind. Like,
Let me ask you this: man. Who's the best coach you ever had?
You're not gonna like this, but we're dead.
No. Why I will not like it? We will talk about him later. It's okay. I will like it. He's a hell of a coach.
He's definitely. It's just he has a balance of basketball IQ. He used to be a player, so he understands us on and off the court. He knows when to push. He knows when not to push. I'm not saying he's the perfect coach.
Players love him.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying he's the perfect coach. Players love to play for him for some reason. His system, it just gives you a lot of freedom. You know, it's a lot of things that go into it. You know what I'm saying? It's not just timeout plays or, you know what I mean? It's a lot of things.
The whole package.
Like at the end of the day.
O'Day got a feel for the game, like, and the players.
And he got a high basketball IQ.
Yeah.
So
I
that's
think for me, it's like he said, like I asked Pnini, you guys know him. I asked him a few years ago, like, how do you understand basketball better and better during the years? Like, what are you doing? You're learning it. What are you doing? So he told me, I'm just watching every single basketball game I have. I can watch. I watch. It's first division Turkey. It's second division Spain. It's whatever. I'm just watching everything.
And that's what JB does.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He got a high basketball IQ.
Yeah.
Like I over, you know, at the like, I don't know when exactly, but like it was a time in my career that I watched games differently. Like I used to watch it for fun, and now it's like watching to study or to like
You focus more, maybe.
focus on something. Like if it's a player I like, or I literally just watch him on the court. Like I don't watch nothing else. I watch how he moves or like it's.
Who's your favorite player to watch right now?
To watch?
Yeah.
Wow. I mean, honestly, lately, I don't really watch that much. Like, I'm kind of...
You don't have where to watch.
No, I do have it. It's just... Bro, I watched so many games. Like, I'm trying to refresh my brain a little bit. But I watched a lot, man. Like, I love to watch JB play when he wasn't my teammate.
I have a good answer. I don't know if you will like it. It's good that it's on your podcast and not on mine podcast. But I really like to watch Speedy lately. I don't know why. But
Speedy Smith?
Yeah. I really like to watch. First of all, I like his game.
That's surprising. I'm not gonna lie. I think he's a great point guard. Like I think he knows how to run a team, but like I don't think I would ever hear somebody say like I watch Speedy Smith. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying he's not a bad player. I'm not saying that.
I like his game.
He knows how to control. Like I see how he has connections with Levi. Like you can tell on the court. Like he's a good
I feel
point guard.
the only feeling for him, okay, I play against him, so it's different. It's not like I don't know nothing about him. My feeling with him, that he's going to the court, okay, it's generally maybe sentence, but he's doing everything to win the game. Okay, I'm also doing everything to win the game. You also do it, and also, but my my point of view on him is like, you're going to Holland, you need to score 8 threes to win the games, he will do it.
Yeah.
And then
The next game he
the
had
next game he
4
ma-
points.
but they will win.
And they win,
You
yeah,
know,
yeah.
and he don't
Yeah.
care. And he don't. And if you look at him, it feels like he really don't care.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I mean? It's not like,
it's not that he don't care, it's that he doesn't care about the points. Or
no. He care about winning.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, and like
Winning over
if I need to score 4 points today, but stop the other player, I will do it.
No, yeah.
And
I
if
heard-
today I
heard
need to
that.
score 8 threes, that's what
I've
I
heard
like
great
about
things. You know, I talk to Yonchuk a lot.
Yeah.
And he talks highly of him. So, and I watched their games too. Like he's a good.
Maybe
all-around
I
point
haven't
guard.
seen enough Speedy Smith. Maybe I need to start watching more.
Okay.
And
Who is your favorite to watch?
it's a tough one.
You ask it.
I didn't actually think about it.
I just want to say I will give.
Okay, listen.
Yeah?
Campazzo.
Campazzo is
But just because I was playing with him last year, and when you play with somebody, you get to see them every day.
Yeah, that's
And
true.
so when you see him every day, you like, damn, like
Yeah.
he could really hoop. Like
You know
the
what
way-
the crazy thing is? I played Compasso before he went to Murcia with the national team.
Yeah.
He was like 18 maybe,
18.
19. Run exactly the same game.
Same.
He's just smarter now, but running around everywhere, just everywhere on the court. I'm like, yo, who is this little guy? Because like at that point, I was pretty good. Like I was playing with the national team, you know.
Yeah.
I was the main focus on the team, so it was like, and they had like big name guys, and he's the starting point guard. And I'm just like, who is this little kid?
Wow.
And like now it's just like now everybody knows
Is there
him.
anybody that you watched growing up? Like,
I used to watch a lot of Yogi, like
Yeah.
we said yesterday before. Yotam, I guess you don't know him. I mean, you know Yotam
You
from
do know him.
working in the office.
yeah,
Yo-yo.
I know him, but
But you didn't
not
see him
as
play.
a player.
Look who
Look who is here. Look who is here. Coming on a scooter.
Guy.
Nah, he drove.
No, I thought he was at his house.
You definitely drove.
Yeah, I drove.
Man.
Lately, I'm watching a lot of La Provitola. Like for the last 2 years, I really
I like his game too.
We got Jacobin Brown.
You're a good guy.
Welcome.
He's a good guy.
Welcome. Appreciate you making the time.
He was late though.
First question we had was this is off days. So the first question we had was, what's your perfect off day?
Staying at home.
Staying at home
Yeah, staying
Video
at home.
games?
Video games, bro. That's it.
on the game.
On FaceTime,
That's all I do.
sending me voice notes.
You know, just off day for me is video game, bro. That's my perfect off day. My only off days. That's all I do anyway.
And you came into the conversation, we was talking about, well, first we was talking about basketball IQ and how you develop basketball IQ. And we said we was watching games, and we know you watch every game. And so what you think, who's your favorite player to watch?
Honestly, like, I'm the guy, I really watch everybody, you know what I mean? Of course, you know, they have their stars. But I'm just, you know, I'm always watching Braun, you know, of course. But really, every guy that you feel that has an IQ in the NBA, I'm watching, you know what I mean? The ones that's just bringing athleticism to the game, I, you know, don't really tune in too much into them.
What about Europe?
You know what I mean? Europe? Europe is the best basketball, you know what I mean? So, everybody, you know, because to play in Europe, you have to have the IQ. You know, you just can't just think you're going to be the most athletic guy here, because that shit don't work. And you're not coming here to score 50, you know what I mean? So it's everybody, you know what I mean? So that's the beauty in the overseas game.
You know what's crazy, yo? Not to cut you off, but now Americans, 2024, now we saying Europe is the best basketball.
You know,
the
As
whole
Americans-
league, the
as
whole league
Americans,
is Europe.
Just think about that though.
But I think it's. I mean,
I just
it's
think
true.
the lead not just the lead no more, bro. Like they took is a
But if
It's
you
about
think,
scoring
bro, you
200
think
points
about
now.
It, bro. In high school, bro, you ain't know nothing about overseas, and they played almost the same basketball over here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but you didn't have
Like,
the knowledge of what's
I
going on.
feel like
here.
overseas never changed. I think it's always been the same. NBA's changed,
it have to change.
huh?
It has to change.
Yeah, I think
Better
yeah.
basketball players are coming out of here than they coming out of America. If you really think about
I
it,
mean, the MVPs and all that.
that's the best basketball players to last.
Not this year.
However
Not
many
This,
S-
not this year, but okay.
What do you mean not this year?
Jokic should not won MVP.
Why not?
You saw Shea?
You see,
He led high school players.
this is
to
why I
number one
get
seed.
this is why I get upset.
Now we start the
Because-
podcast.
No,
He
no,
led
no.
high school players.
This is why I get upset.
You can't
'cause
even name 5 people on the OKC.
Chet, Jalen Williams, and Lou Dort.
That's three.
They got a squad. They got Isaiah Joe, right?
I don't know. I can't.
First of all, this is why I get mad because like people just take greatness for granted.
I never said he wasn't great. I never said that. I just said
Shea comes around, has a great season,
Nah,
and y'all like, oh, he deserves MVP. He the MVP.
what's MVP? What's
It's
the
MVP, it's for the season.
What's the
You
meaning
can't
of
take
it?
it for last season.
That's what I'm saying. What's the
He
meaning?
had
of
a great season.
Exactly. So-
Jokic had a better season, but y'all just used to
Okay.
it.
Let's numbers wise, he had a better season.
Yes.
No.
I
he didn't.
Don't make me have to look up these numbers.
We can. We talked about it today. Not me and you, but
Don't make me have to look up these numbers.
Shea has better numbers.
Like you just numb. You just numb to it.
Okay, Luka has better numbers than both of them.
I don't think so. They're not as good a team.
That's the problem. They're not as good. Okay, but Shea has a better team. He's number 1 seed. And
By
better numbers.
by half a game.
Number
by
1.
point, like-
number 1 seed, no matter if it's 0.5. Number 1 seed.
All right. Let me ask you a question. You playing a game today for your life. Who you taking? Jokic or Shea?
Jokic.
No
But that
said.
makes him the
All right.
MVP?
Nope.
No said.
But this discussion, I have nothing to give to this discussion because
Because
I
you don't
think
watch
I
NBA.
never watch NBA. I'm sorry.
All right, EuroLeague. Who you got?
No, but
Euro-
wait. I want to say something about the IQ that you said before. I think it's also the type of coach. You talk about Oded, for example. I think it's also, this is how you develop IQ. Because every coach have different focus. You know what I mean? Like, for example, with Oded, because of his system and the way he run pick and rolls, and when he's talking with us about how you set the pick and roll, how you're trying to reject, how you play the first one as a decoy and then you go to the second one. Then, when you watch a game, for example, first division, second division, EuroLeague, you think about the stuff he said watching the game, and you say, yeah, either you see it, or like, if they will do now what he said, it will work better. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know what you mean.
So it's even now with our coach, with Dedas, which spread the floor different. And okay, now it's different vision for you. So you see it in another place. Or with every coach, it's different.
Yeah, every coach has-
Jikic was a very defensive coach. You can see, okay, how they very tight, so they can screen it. So
For me, I think though IQ is like the mix of knowing yourself and then knowing the system. Cause I mean, if you don't know like your game and what you could do and what you're good at, like you could just be out there. I think a lot of people don't have awareness of what they can.
But also I think IQ is every year is different. Every coach is different, like you said. Every system is different. So you don't know what system you're really going into until you get there. But you know your game. You know what I'm saying? You don't know if the coach is gonna let you play your game, but in his system, you got to figure out how to get on the court. So that you had to have IQ for that. You have to figure out how to somehow, some way get minutes. You know what I'm saying?
But in every system, you can always play your game. That's what I think.
That's not true.
You don't think so?
No. You didn't play your game when we was in Jerusalem.
That is my game.
What's your game? That's what I'm saying. What you doing right now in Hapoel Tel Aviv, you is not doing in Jerusalem. It's 2 different systems.
But you can still be successable. I was still.
That's what I said. That's what I said.
So that became my game.
But you figure
'Cause
out.
I could adapt. I'm like, oh, fuck it. Like,
But
like,
All right, next question.
But this is adjustment is part of being a high IQ.
High IQ.
Yeah, high IQ.
see,
Because like before you came to Jerusalem, you wasn't just a stand in the corner shooter. You didn't.
that's true.
You know what I'm saying? They put you in a box, or we put you in a box.
Man,
But it worked.
What did I say? I've been in a box. I've been in a box.
But it worked though.
since the 7th grade.
But
Since the 8th grade.
I just want to say that you talked about Oded before, and he said about me. I think one of the greatest thing about Oded, you said it, players love him and stuff. It's your story, and I'll explain you why. Because Oded knows how to deliver the message in a way that you will understand that it's not personal and it's for the team. And with you, when you came in the middle of the season, you replaced Trent. Trent was amazing for us. And you became better, you know? And I think he just was honest with you and told you, listen, John, if you got the ball and you're on the 45 and those two on the court, you're going to give them the ball as a handoff and you're going to the corner. And he didn't try to do it to insult you. He tried to do it because he believes that they need to play, they need to create, either one of them or Tamir. And you really need to be in the corner. It will help you, it will help us. And I think then you can take it and like understand, okay, it will really help the team. I believe Hoded that he just want to help the team. And I think with Danny, it wasn't like that. Like, correct me if I'm wrong. Like, maybe because he didn't tell you like on the right way or whatever.
He didn't tell him his role like from the beginning.
Maybe.
I think Danny had a difficult job. He had a difficult job. I mean, there's a lot of change. So your role kind of changed all the time.
Right.
And like for me, that's how it's all the time. It's like shifting.
Yeah.
And so like maybe you here, I'm in a corner, but like that's like it's just shifted all the time, and it's just
We had a crazy season. I agree.
It's
with
been
the injuries and we had but I'm saying with Oded, I just felt with you. So it's not only with you. I can give more. Before you, it was Chris Johnson. Deshaun, yeah. I mean, he was just honest with them. And they understood it, even if they didn't like it. I guess players don't like to be in the corner and wait that something will happen. You know, you want to be with the ball, you want to create, whatever. But if you understand that it is for the team, so you did a good job, you know.
Yeah, I doubt though.
I wish basketball was that easy for me.
Me too.
What you talking about?
Nothing. I just, sometimes I don't know, bro.
Are you saying I have it easy? You think it's easy just to play defense, not do nothing, and then run up and down? You think that's easy?
Everybody got to bring something different to the table
I'm just saying.
to win.
It's easy. It's easy just to
It's
play.
easier. It's easier. It's not so difficult to.
It's about making adjustments, bro. What you willing to do? In a million years, I never saw myself playing point guard for nobody.
No?
God honest truth. I never saw it.
But you a point guard.
I've never been a point guard day in my life.
College?
Never. You get what I'm saying? I get to
Got that
Israel.
ability.
I get to Israel. I said I only moved to point guard because D'Angelo was our point guard at first.
In Gilboa.
Harrison.
You get what I'm saying?
See why you moved.
So it was just
why you
like
moved to point guard. That's a bucket. That's
I'm not gonna win no games with my man's at the one. I'm not my guy, but him playing however many 30 games at the one, we owing whatever.
Yeah.
So that's the reason you became a point guard in Israel?
This is the reason why I came point guard in Israel.
Crazy.
Never look back.
I told coach to make an adjustment, with one of the other guys, to put Zach Leday in the situation, that he was to make us, what I mean?
Basketball IQ.
It is.
I just been around a lot, you know what I mean? And I just knew that when I got there, and I saw D'Angelo bring the basketball up, and I've been knowing him my whole life because at one point in time we was brother-in-laws, for middle school, high school, and almost college, we was dating sisters. And I always knew that he wasn't, and I'm just like, what the fuck, you know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? But, people was telling me, this coach, he love players, he just wants you to come, hoop, have fun, work hard. He just, love him to death, you know what I mean? But I knew that wasn't it.
Yeah.
So, like, D, you go to your position, I tell coach, like, coach, I could do it a little bit, Wasn't really comfortable, I could say, you know what I mean?
Do you like playing point guard?
I don't, honestly, I really don't. Till this day, I really don't. But I just knew, it took me back when I was in Miami when they told me, like, if you want to survive in this basketball world, you got to become a one. And I just come from college, #1 scorer in the Big 12. What are you talking about? I always been a scorer my whole career. You get what I'm saying? Like, it's just like, so you telling me I need to do what? Like, it didn't register to me. And then when the injury happened in Miami and I was away from basketball, I'm just like, it still don't, you know. And then when I got back into playing basketball, I went to Greece, and I'm like, well, the same coach my coach in Greece was telling me that, you know, you got to be a 1. What is a 1? I'm not a 1. What, you know? You know what I mean? Just like, let me be me. I thought that was the key.
But you elite at the 1.
But I had to learn that. I had to get comfortable with
Adjustments.
that. You get what I'm saying? Like, I didn't
IQ.
never wanted to do this dead, and I still don't want to do it at this age. Like, I don't want to sign to Hapoel Tel Aviv and be the point guard.
You've been here 4 years.
I don't want to sign to Jerusalem and be the point guard. I do it because I'm okay with making the sacrifice, but I'm okay knowing that I'm cool with having the basketball in my hands.
Hold on. So when you signed in Jerusalem, they signed you as a point or 2?
They signed as a whatever Galil had me at the time. So
So
whatever
when I got-
IELs,
so when
whenever they talk.
So when I got there, I was a 2. So they wanted me to play the 3 and you played the 2?
No. They want him to play the 1.
Oh, I bet.
They wanted me to play the 1.
I was about to say, me at the 3 is crazy.
I'm a natural 3 if you ask me.
Oh my God.
Whatever. Just I'm really whatever. Just put me on the court. I'ma adjust. Whatever. But yeah, like still to this day, bro. Like when I be talking to my boys and my parents, and them, it's like, bro, me and my dad, like I never saw me ever being a point guard, bro.
Now I understand more stuff that I've been through with you.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Oh,
like,
yeah.
I never like.
It's used
It's
to
shocking.
play,
Like, and I go watch my highlights, like, bro, I'm a fucking point guard. I'm out here calling, you know. I wasn't doing that shit at Texas.
Or in general.
And give me the ball, like my boy James Young. Watch out, bro. I'm gonna put it in the rim. You know what I mean, Paul? You know we gonna make it happen. You know what I'm saying? And then like I said, it was just like I was nervous my first few games, and then my first game I think we played against Holland or somebody. It was a good team. You know what I mean? I'm just like, bro, I gotta play, and I'm playing 38 minutes at the point, and I'm just like, damn, we gonna bring somebody in so I can move to the 2. You know what I mean? Like something. And when I realized that wasn't the case, they not bringing no. All right, you gotta just be uncomfortable to be comfortable. And I was just like, fuck it, bro. If I want to feed my family, continue to feed my family, I just gotta do it. And however it go, it go.
Bar, what you think your natural position is? 1?
Wow. I don't know. Now when he's talking, because of I didn't know that about you, first of all. I felt like a lot of time, I playing with JB for the last 6 years, 5 years, I don't know, man, 6 years I think. And when you don't want the ball, I felt always that you are tired.
Yeah.
So you want me to help you to like start the offense, I will finish it.
Yeah.
But like give me some time.
Yeah, but
to rest.
now sometimes it gets like I do trigger back to like, oh shit. Now let me go back to the 2 and make a play this way.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? So I'm not saying that I don't be tired because I do, but most of the time, like 60% of the time, that's what I'm thinking. Like go back to the 2 mindset. Go back to the 2 mindset.
I think also today, especially maybe more in Europe, maybe more in Israel, you always play with 2 ball handlers. So for us, for example, first few years when I play with him or even with you, okay, with Ode it was different, but still, it was not a big difference who bring the ball up.
Yeah.
Like if he was tired, I will do it. If I was tired, he will look at me, he will take it. You know, it was not such a big difference.
Everything's wing high anyway.
Yeah, anyway, it's like wing to eye, so...
But what do you
For
think?
me, I don't feel so comfortable at the 1, but this season I felt more comfortable at the 1. So
Because you had to adjust it.
yeah, so I adjust.
You know what I mean?
And he was out. So
So what's the next option?
I remember one
Yeah.
game.
X.
I remember one game.
Sorry, X, but no.
One game I texted him. It was recently. It was probably like a month ago. You had like I think it was,
17 assist game?
yo, bro. I think I texted him and I said I'd never seen him. And I watched him play ever since Jerusalem. I watched him play, so it's been 5 years, 5 years I think. I watched a lot of their games, a lot.
What's your
Injured.
games?
Sorry.
Oh, my bad.
So I watched most of your games, but I never seen him like control a game. Like I've seen him control many games, but like it got to that level like he was learning from somebody, you know what I'm saying? Like he controlled it. He knew. I seen him calling plays, saying something to everybody. when he's not getting mad. But I had to text him. I'm like, I never seen him control a basketball game as well as he did that day. And I was like, it was like a moment that I was like, damn, I never knew Bar could.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because like you don't know, he's a point two.
Yeah.
He likes to score. He can handle, but to control the game, it takes a different.
different.
It's a different animal right there.
And it's also being around guys, you know? It's being around him for many years, seeing how to control a game. It's not just to like, okay, let's run this pick and roll to the right hand. Okay, they show, I will pass the short. Or that's easy. Everybody can do that. Like, okay, now I need to talk to this guy. I remember him, like, telling me during games, we need this guy. Like, he's talking about someone who's not doing anything. We're up by 10, and he was like, we need to get, okay, it was the first season together here. We need to get Igor. You don't know him. Maybe you know him from Bar Sheva. I was like, how do you think about Igor right now? Like, we're up by 10.
Oh, yeah, I know.
But then, bam, Igor's doing like 1-3, 1 foul. We have more guys.
Yeah.
We feel more comfortable. We can sub now. You know, we're a short team now. We're not a short team. And that gave me like the understanding of it's wider, you know?
Yeah.
You need to understand a lot of guys. And when you said about getting mad, for me, it was the Fula game that you talk about. It was very bad because of that. I was so mad. First of all, on you.
What I do?
You did everything. X,
Makes sense.
you killed me. The first guy, yes. With the foul you did, first of all, you need to be ejected from the game. You did an unsportsmanlike, they didn't call you, then you throw the ball on someone. You need to get a take also. You know it.
No, that game was, first of all, that game was very difficult.
I agree.
That was the first game.
No, let me just tell
No,
you,
that
you
was
dealing.
the last game of Barak before the Greek one.
So you got to understand what I'm dealing with.
I know, that's what I'm
This
saying.
Iran is shooting rockets
Okay.
at Israel.
You're frustrated.
Two teammates. I've already been in Unix. So I've been through a war in Russia when they attacked the Ukraine. I got another one. Everybody at home saying, "Yo, they just shot rockets. Like you need to get out of there." All right. I got two teammates just left. They just left. So it's like,
You got a lot going on in your
damn,
head.
like yo, what's going on? Does this game even matter? Is this about to be?
My last game.
Is this about to be?
So question.
Not even my last
So
game. Is this about to be World War III? And the thing that fucks me up a lot about Israel is all this going on, and everybody's just normal. Everybody's just normal.
All right, so my question to you is, with all that's going on, you step on the court. Do you think that was right to put your brothers in that situation then?
I didn't do it on purpose. Like I'm thinking about too much stuff. Like I can't
No,
play.
I get it, but you couldn't give them like just. I'm not saying like you got to be perfect, but you couldn't give
you're
them
not saying
40
you're wrong.
minutes to block that off, and put your teammates before everything.
I mean, I couldn't. I'm trying, but I couldn't. Like there's too much going on.
I'm only asking that because sometimes I think that, and then I just always tell myself that's selfish. And I don't even have to have a good game, but all the stuff. I'm just saying. I'm not saying that you. I'm not saying that. You know what I'm saying, that you're wrong. I'm
It's
just
too
saying.
much. The way I play, I can't just. If
need
I
to
think
be-
like.
you need to be free.
If I think no.
No, I'm saying your mind needs to be free.
Yeah, if I think like at any point like this game doesn't matter, then I'm already fucked up. Like I don't know like what's going on.
So I got a question. We had a lot of conversations about when the war happened, when I first got here.
Yeah.
People calling me, these two, agents, coaches, trying to get you back to come back to Israel.
You're talking about him?
Yes. So my question is, what made you, even though you knew what was going on, like what made you come back? What made you feel like, and you still here?
What
which
you mean?
is,
Well, okay.
which is-
Now
which
we're
is
going
great.
back. We're going back
No,
to
no.
when I first came back.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. When you first came back.
When I first came back,
Yeah.
he had to get a surgery.
Okay.
That was his reason. That's what he said.
No,
He had to
I'm
get a
just
surgery.
no, for real.
We
Y'all was
I
together?
wasn't gonna come back
Yeah.
You came
until
back, but you came.
everybody came back.
But you came back and
But
you,
I came
you
back.
feel safe.
No, and it was good
Yeah, okay.
until
The Iran.
Iran started shooting missiles, and then in my mindset is like, okay, well, what's going on?
How's it different from the first war you lived through? What was it? What was
It's
it?
different. It's different.
No, I know, but I'm
for
just
me,
saying,
it's
I
a
don't.
little different.
We never talked about the first. We never talked
So
about.
when Russia, it was different because it's not right there.
Yeah.
I feel
like
like
further
it was
away.
in Ukraine.
It's further away.
In Russia, you didn't really feel it.
Yeah.
Like you could,
Russia's
shit it was changing.
Country's so big.
Shit was changing, but it was changing like economically. Like you don't know, they're getting cut off. Like shit is weird. But day-to-day life
It was the same.
was the same. And honestly, day-to-day life here was also the same, but it just didn't feel the same because it's so close. I got my family saying they're shooting missiles, and this shit is like an hour and a half away. And maybe it's because I'm not used to, I didn't grow up.
No, I want
And
to say,
it's-
as an Israeli, for real, on that night with Iran, I felt like everybody's out. First of all, I was very worried about it. I didn't know what's going to happen. This is an event, let's say, that never happened. You know, it's not like we used to Iran sending 300 rockets and okay, we'll be fine. Let's go sleep. We're supposed to have a game the day after, and I called my father and I told him I think it's over. I think the league is over. The American for sure will get away because it's scary.
Yeah,
you know.
for sure.
And I'm not mad. I want to go back. I'm not mad at you that you were not focused because of that, because I know how tough it is. And I remember talking with you, also in the locker room. You were telling me that you were feeling not safe, whatever. And I couldn't tell you like, hey John, put it aside. It's bullshit. Just go and play. I understand you. But like JB said, like for me, when you go to the court,
You make it's worse. It's
Yeah.
worse for everybody.
yeah, like
So it's not just one person. It's 12. It's
Yeah.
11 other people.
I just felt for these 40 minutes we can just put it aside and just play. Because it's not like right now it's dangerous.
Yeah, but like for me, it's like it's hard to play when. What am I playing? Like if my mind's not there, like
Yeah,
what
I
am I
understand.
playing for? Like I'm playing a game that may not matter because World War III is about to happen.
Yeah, but this you can say
got-
it even now. And 2 days ago against Holland, you were great.
Yeah, but
You know what I mean?
it's a different feel. For me, 2 teammates just left.
I agree.
You know what I'm saying? Like
And you were still
thi-
on the
I-
you were still on the
I
fence
feel
of
like
trying to leave or not.
yeah, like I had bags packed. I was ready to skedaddle.
They unpack now.
Yeah, they unpacked. I unpacked. I felt, but like the situation was it was like a domino effect. Like, this is coming to an end. I don't know if this is stable.
Yeah.
And then you got my family saying you should come home. You got a girl saying you should come home. Everybody talking about.
It puts you even
Yeah,
more
it's-
stress.
it's the pressure of everything.
You know, it's not funny, but like when the Iran attacked, like everybody on my team, all the Israelis on my team, was like, if I was in your situation, I would leave.
I would live. Yeah.
But we want you to stay.
Yeah.
So it's like,
What I
is
should
that-
do?
What does that mean? Like, what do you say? Like, I got 3 other Americans trying to go home, but they like, yeah, if I was them, I would leave too. I'll be on a flight right now. But are you gonna stay? Like, can you please stay? I'm like, how that makes sense? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's just the way you
tough.
think. Yeah, the way you
I
think.
just think, honestly, I feel like if it ever got to that point, and I hate that I'm even saying this, but I feel, not hate that I'm saying this, but I feel like if it got to that point where they needed us to get up out of here, like, they would tell us. Like,
Oh yeah, for sure.
You
for
get what I'm
sure.
saying?
That's
But
what.
I think, like, when they say they don't know, they really don't be fucking
My
around.
thing was, I always told myself, like, the one time I feel unsafe, or if the one time like my GM or coach says, yeah, I think you gotta go soon, I'm out. Like when COVID happened, we had that meeting. It was like, y'all going home tomorrow.
Can I
You know
just
what I'm
say?
saying? So then if it was a situation like that, and I'm always hearing like, nah, don't worry, you good. Like, don't worry. It's like, it sucks that I'm saying like, I'm taking their word over my safety, but it's just like, I kind of understand the culture, like being here for so long. You know what I'm saying?
Nobody
So,
will
I
risk
just
you.
want to say I was the first one that had a mask.
I don't remember that, but he
I
probably
was-
was.
He was sitting on the fucking plane with this shit.
I
On
I
the
was.
Corona season you're talking about?
yes.
He was literally sitting on the plane. I'm like, John, what are you
And it
doing?
was empty. The plane was empty.
Nah, but back to your point
That was
about
crazy.
the club taking Werford. I really stayed. You know why? Shout out. Where's my camera? Shout out to Ophelia and I for giving us financial classes. I felt like I could trust him. And again, shout out. He's the one sponsoring this. So, Ofer, thank you for sponsoring all this. And I want to thank Hapoel Tel Aviv, Yalla, Hapoel. And we appreciate you. And yeah, like that's why I stayed, because I feel like low-key, Ofer did a good job. I think he did somewhere.
Convince you to stay, huh?
He showed that he's like cares. Even if he doesn't, he does.
And then you know the crazy part is like in this
Because a lot of owners don't. They not.
I was about to just
They
say
not
that.
giving financial class. They not.
In this
they
game-
not paying for a podcast. He's
No, facts.
he's valid. I'll say that. He does a lot.
He's new, basically.
So he gotta whatever.
No, I'm just saying, like,
Well, he.
I
he
hope
used to-
I
he
hope a
got
lot
me
of
to
guys will
stay.
learn from him.
But he used to
got-
own
yeah.
Galil, right?
Kind of. Yeah.
Oh, kind of. It's
No,
not
but I
like
think
how.
financial class, for example, it's not something expensive, and I think every team.
No
I
team
think
does
should-
it.
Huh?
No team does that.
Yeah, and I'm saying maybe every team should.
No
For
owner-
us, it's amazing, and also maybe the league can
No
do
owner
it.
wants to pay for it.
It's not expensive.
They don't care.
That's the point. They don't care.
They don't care.
They don't
And
care.
that's-
It's not about money. You know what I mean?
Nah, they did right. And even with the whole war thing, and we stayed for 2 months over, I felt like part of me was like,
For us, it
They
was
gonna do all right,
the worst
probably.
time, and for you guys, it was the best time, and I hated every second. I had to fly 100 times to Israel.
we were talking about this on the last episode. We got to spend a week in every country.
Every country.
And it was
Paris,
amazing.
London.
You know how you in out every country.
A week.
A week. Paris, London, Hamburg, Venice.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Spain.
Amazing.
Spain.
Amazing to who? To you, it was amazing. For me, it was terrible. I understand, yeah, but for me, wow.
It's
But that's
crazy
like
times.
That's the
us
difference.
living over here.
I agree.
I lived in a hotel for
it's
the
not
last
same.
6 months.
Okay, because of the war. But if there is not like regular life, X told me all the time, this is my life. And I told him, it's not your life. You're not living in a hotel, small room with your wife for the last season. So for me, it was tough. I hate it.
But back to basketball IQ. Now, when this probably comes out, the Final Four will probably be either getting started or over. Who y'all got winning?
Fener.
Wow.
That's a bold prediction.
Wow.
Fener all the way.
Wow.
I'm going with them. JB? Back me
No,
up.
hold on.
Back me
JB,
up.
It's
JB
Fener
don't
versus
count.
who?
Pana. They beat them for sure, first of all. For sure they beat them. They are for sure in the final.
Yeah, I think Madrid.
Madrid is that's the issue. Madrid is the issue.
I think Madrid.
JB don't count because we all know his prediction.
I don't know his prediction.
No,
I
his
didn't-
last prediction.
Oh, yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Oded.
Maccabi.
Okay, because he's going with Oded. It's okay.
He said 3-1 even when Wade was
I agree
out.
with him.
Okay.
If Wade was in the game, I probably would agree with him too.
Also without
But
him. Also without him. I think they're
wow.
way better than them.
Do you think they did a good job?
They're a better team than them. Bro.
Way better team.
When you put team, don't say, oh, he got such and such on the team. Name.
because
they got a better team.
because Panda got a bad coach.
I don't know the coach.
No,
I don't know.
we're not doing that. Nah.
I don't know the coach.
Why?
I don't know
We're
him.
not doing that.
Why?
We're not
Why?
doing
He
that.
thinks he's a great coach.
We're not doing that. You're
don't
not
know
going
him.
to take away this man winning back-to-back EuroLeagues. Really could have been back-to-back without COVID.
Yeah.
You
You
know
gon- you
anybody?
just-
Do you know anybody on his teams before? Like any player that was like, yo, he was my coach.
I heard only bad stuff. I
It
will
doesn't-
be honest.
I'm asking you a question.
You can hear
yes
whatever
or
you
no?
want. Do you see the rings?
I'm asking you.
Do you
yes-
see the rings?
I'm
He
asking
will,
you.
he will
I'm
not take it away. I don't think it's
I'm asking you a
connecting
question.
that he's an
Final
amazing
Four
coach.
is like,
Do you know a player that said, yo, this is a great coach?
I know it doesn't matter who said anything.
That means no.
What does that matter? You don't need any player to say he's a great coach. People say he's a great coach. He says he's
Who's
a great
people?
coach.
Oh my God, John,
And
stop
he
it.
is. Think about he's over here calling that shit out.
Yeah.
And we going to the Final Four.
Yeah,
John.
And we going to win a
That makes
championship.
him a good coach. Cause
And he's doing it?
John, I have a
He's
question.
doing it?
You think they playing good basketball? In
They're
your eyes?
winning. Wait, what's good
No.
basketball? What's the goal of basketball?
Winning the game.
Oh.
I agree.
Yeah, they're playing
Wait.
good basketball.
No, wait.
They're playing good basketball.
No, you know what I mean.
They're
You are
playing
a
good
basketball
basketball.
player, you're not a fan.
They're playing good.
They are not playing a good
What's the
basketball.
goal of basketball?
To win the game. They
playing good.
achieve the goal. But
What do you call good basketball?
I think
Winning the game.
No, I
You know,
think
sometimes it's okay to agree.
to disagree.
You know what I'm saying? It's all right to be wrong sometimes. He just asked you a simple question. Are they playing good basketball? Just say yes or no.
I have to say yes.
Yes?
You have to
I
say
have
yes.
to say yes.
Okay, that's it.
They made it to the Final Four.
So back to the
They-
basketball IQ conversation. You don't think they play good basketball, John? Come on. They're not playing good basketball.
I see wins.
Okay, they are winning.
So
I'm
you
not
don't care
saying.
how they win. They just win.
He's putting them in a position to win. He's playing the
Who?
right players.
Oh.
He's playing the right
No.
players.
I think you just say he put
No.
him in the right position, like his plays, like his system.
I don't care if he's just grunting during timeouts. They're
Well,
winning.
I've watched-
them shits
I ain't
work.
even gonna lie,
Whatever
I've-
he's saying is working.
I've watched maybe like 15 of their games. I don't remember one single play, like a stagger, a high pick and roll, short roll, anything.
Let me ask you this: you remember them going to the Final Four? You remember him winning back-to-back
Yeah, because I
EuroLeague
remember they have like 4 NBA players on their team. Yes, I know.
I give him some credit for some decisions during the games. For example, in the series against Maccabi.
Like putting Papa Petru at
Yeah,
the
like
three,
going with
playing him
Petro
more.
after game one. But
get
for
that.
example, I don't understand why Vildoza is not playing at all. I don't understand it. And,
That's Vildoza's
I know it's
my
your guy.
guy.
I know.
Listen,
but also, I give him a credit for playing Lasort 38 minutes, which, for example, if Oded will be Panathinaikos coach, Lasort will never play 38 minutes. Is it wrong? I don't know. The result is they are in the Final Four and they are not. But still, you think Oded is better coach than him or not? Basketball-wise. John, it's easy.
listen. I have
You make me saying a lot of good
Listen.
stuff about Oded, so relax.
Listen. I have to say, and listen, I play
What's
for
up,
Oded.
coach? What's up, coach?
He's not watching this.
I play for Oded, but
Yeah.
like
Can you just answer the question, bro? Stop doing that. Please,
he
just
won
answer the man
back-to-back
question.
champions. He made it to the
I'm
Final Four.
not
So
saying
he's
he
a better
didn't.
coach than Oded.
As far as their record, yeah.
Record, okay.
Record-wise.
Is he a better coach than Oded?
Record-wise.
I just want one answer. Yes or no?
Record-wise, yes. Record-wise, yes. You have no
He's
choice.
been coaching longer.
You have no choice.
He's been coaching longer than Oded.
John, I
You
think
have no choice.
if you're going like that and you can't say just yes, the answer is no.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
You know, if you
No,
say
the answer is
record-wise,
All right, next
And,
question.
and what coach you know calling this shit out after losses though? It's not even after wins. He's calling it after losses. How could y'all not see? Like, yo, nah, don't worry about it. We're going to the Final Four. Don't worry
That's
about it. We're
amazing,
going to win the
but
championship again, back to back. Come on. Like, y'all
But
not,
okay, but after he won the second one, he said he's gonna win the third one.
Yeah.
He didn't win.
they didn't went to
What
the
happened?
playoff.
They didn't even go to the playoffs. What happened?
He's just saying stuff, which is okay.
He did say he was gonna win 3 in a row.
I know he got belief in his team. He said, yo, we lose, I'm leaving.
And he left.
He stand on business.
All right, next question.
It's not about basketball.
You didn't even ask, who do you got winning? Who do you got winning?
I said Fener.
Yeah,
No,
Madrid.
Fener?
Madrid.
Who you go with?
Fener. Wow.
Who you got?
I want win. I want Fener to win because I want Nick to win, but I just think
we
they're
need to
gonna.
talk about if we have time.
Yeah, I just think
Bro.
they're gonna beat Panda.
They're gonna beat Pana.
They're gonna
for
beat
sure.
Panda, but I don't think they got enough weapons to beat Madrid.
And if it's not gonna be Madrid,
And they, Olympiacos.
maybe.
Why?
Olympiacos can't beat Madrid, you think, in one game? They're gonna beat the
They
shit
match
out
up
of
very
them,
well.
fight with them. I don't know what they would do.
They match up very well with Madrid, I think.
They
got them
two
two
big-
centers.
They have just
Two
two
bigs.
centers. They have
They're not gonna be
Walker.
bigger than Olympiacos.
yeah.
They got the wings
Who's their
to
four-
kind of match up.
Yeah, but who's gonna guard? Yeah, true.
Who's gonna guard
Who's gonna
who?
guard Campasso?
Thomas Walkup.
Cannon,
Thomas Walkup will guard him. What you mean?
Thomas Walkup. You got defenders.
They got
Shaq, like they got a bunch of defenders.
Yeah.
We gonna see.
They gonna shut that shit down, huh?
I'm not saying.
Oh, that's
I'm not
where I
saying-
feel like y'all was going right
No,
now.
no,
I'm
no,
not
no.
saying it's
He said
easy.
Campasso is his favorite player.
Yeah, I'm not saying
can't
it's
say it.
easy.
That's where I feel like you was going with this conversation. Okay.
But like
Who
if-
do you have though?
He
He said Fenner.
Fenner?
I ain't say nobody.
Who you said?
Fenner.
I told you all season who was gonna win. If it wasn't Odell, who I said was gonna win.
Madrid?
Thank you. You've been asking me this question a million times.
Who you got?
It's really hard to. It's gonna be
Who
hard
I
to.
got?
It's hard to beat them.
You gotta hope that they just having a
gonna say
bad night.
Panda.
I'm not gonna say Fenner.
I agree.
Who?
You're not gonna say Pana after all the conversation about Ataman?
He's the best coach.
It's gonna be hard to get past Madrid, man. It's gonna be hard to get past
Now
Madrid.
you're smart. Now the basketball IQ is coming.
Yeah, but my backup is Olympiacos.
Olympiacos.
Yeah, I think they match up well.
They
But
match up well with them. I
Madrid.
agree with that.
No, but you gotta have somebody for Eddie.
They have.
Yeah,
they have two guys.
yeah.
Milutinov and
Got
Fall.
three. And the other right guy.
And Moses Wright.
Moses
Yeah.
Wright.
So I'm gonna say that. Injuries in your career. I know you're going through one right now. How do you deal with them mentally? What's the toughest part? Y'all got
Tell
the
him,
same
boy.
injury,
Tell
right?
him, boy.
So his was hey, he knows he a pro. Mine was a little different. I completely tore my patellar tendon and some of my quad muscle. Like what he's doing right now, it took me 4 months to do. To sit on a chair like this and walk through doors with no crutches. It took me 4 months to do. So
So mentally, that's
yeah, it was. At first, it was like
Or maybe I just heal faster than you, bro.
I hope you here. You want to play in September? Wherever you go, I go. So I'll be ready.
I just put that Space Jam juice
I'll
on.
be ready. Wish you should have gave me some of that juice. Took me a whole year.
Ball.
Pause.
hey,
Cut that out.
nah,
Cut
leave
that out. But
Leave that in is crazy.
You will never get away with that.
All right,
But yeah, nah.
cut it out.
now mentally was at first it was like I said, mentally I wanted a break from basketball. Even going into that summer, I was gonna sign late. I was gonna try to sign October, November. I always usually sign June, July. So even going in before the injury, I was like, man, I need a break. So when I had the injury, I kind of was like relieved, like, damn, I'm really getting a break. Because when I first got the injury, it was like, they said it was 6 months, 6 to 8 months. So I'm like, all right, it happened in end of April. I'll be back December, January, or something like that. So I'm like, all right, it's pretty cool. It's not that, it sucks, but then it was just like, I just got hit in the face for like 2 months, a month into it. It was just like, man, I literally couldn't do nothing on my own. I couldn't get up from the couch. I couldn't walk down steps down my house. Couldn't get off bed. Couldn't use the bathroom. I had to call my brother just to go to the bathroom, take a shower. I couldn't do nothing. I couldn't pick up my leg. I couldn't.
So that's the worst injury you've ever had.
For sure.
Yeah.
For sure. I had my other knee surgery, but it was nowhere near. This was like 3 months. This was a different
A
level.
little spray, little scoping. They did.
Yeah.
What do you
About
think
you?
is the biggest challenging in the injury? The mental part or like the physical part? For both of you.
For me, it was both. Physical therapy was a different level. I cried through physical therapy. Like one day, it was just too much, like too painful. I wanted to quit. Wanted to retire. Wanted to just, you know what I mean?
Stop it. Yeah.
Yeah. But mentally, it was cool. Like the first, my aunt was there for a couple weeks. My brother lived with me. His girlfriend lived with me. They had the baby, so it was giving me a little bit of joy, seeing her
You
grow
were
up.
not alone.
Yeah, but they went to work. Some days I was sitting on the couch for 10 hours straight.
Yeah.
Straight. Like couldn't do nothing. I bathroom, I don't even want to explain. You know what I mean? Like I couldn't even get up. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it was.
Nasty.
Nah, it wasn't nasty. It was the hard, bro. I couldn't get up, bro. Like it was. I couldn't stand up.
I have another question for you because, okay, I know the situation, but you think it's tougher to go through a big injury, let's say, not something that you are out for 10 days, that you are around the team or that you are home?
Well, I think it's like self-explanatory for me. You know, and everybody that know me.
Yeah.
Like, all I care about is just being around the basketball. So, if I can't be around it, it's just like stressful. And if I can't play it, it's 30 times worse for me.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? So, me, when I have my injuries, which I have in my career, I felt like what I needed was love, laughter, just that comfortability that, knowing that things are going to be all right, knowing that my kids are going to be all right, knowing that I'll be able to, just pick up a basketball, just, do what I love to do. Because me, I don't know why, just every time I get an injury, I just feel like I hope I don't want the worst news from the doctor, but that's what I expect already, you know what I mean? So just to give myself some leeway if it's not that, you know what I mean? Or if it is that, I don't overreact because I already felt like, it's to a point where I'm out for, a long period of time. And just what I just always do, like, you know what I mean? Just like, I find my happiness, I always call my boy, you know what I mean? That's the first thing I'm gonna do is pick up the phone, just like, hey, bro, like, this is what it is with me. Don't matter what it is in life, you know what I mean? Like, I'm never calling him about basketball issues because it's never basketball issues.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But he's just a person that I can always run to when I need something, you know what I mean? And he's been through the same issue that I've been through, he's telling me the same, bro, just one step at a time, I'm thinking about retirement, like, for what, bro? Like, it's just something that you're dealing with in your mental because you're just seeing everybody having fun with the basketball. You want to be out there. You're going to practice. They're forcing you to be around it, you know what I mean, when you don't want to be around it, but you do want to be around it.
Yeah, it's
you know what I mean? So it's very, very, very hurtful for me because I catch myself, you know what I mean, when I'm just leaving the gym or something, leaving the game, and I'm driving, and I'm daydreaming, but I'm realizing, damn, I'm driving. Like, I got to slow myself down before I go too far, left or right, you know what I mean? So it's tough for me. I handle injuries very, very, very tough, you know what I mean? Because they made my career how it is now, you know what I mean? Yeah. And which I enjoy my career. I love it, everything about it, you know what I mean? But we all know that, and people know that it could have been different if it wasn't without the injuries, you know what I mean? And those sometimes, it get to me, you know what I mean, when I'm at home just thinking
about it.
You know what I mean? Yeah. So, and that's what just most of my problems come with just sometimes when I don't want to go somewhere and just don't want to be outside. It's just because I get in that mood because I start thinking about shit like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what
so
I mean?
You don't want to be in that
Yeah,
situation.
you know what I mean? So I wouldn't want to, all right, I'm going to come hang out with your guys and not just ruin the whole moon for everybody because, my problems, you know what I mean? So that's why I'm mostly just on the game because I know 100% I'm going to get laughter. I'm going to just be able to talk shit on, on the game. And I know it's a game. It ain't a real basketball. The conversations ain't going to be, crazy about, let's do this one-on-one. You know what I mean? So that's why I'm just always focusing, you know what I mean, on just finding my happiness and, and my peace, when it comes to injury, the best I can.
I have to tell you one thing that I didn't tell you. That, that in Apoel they ask me a lot of stuff, like, kind of like it was with you guys in Jerusalem. So, after they fired Danny, nobody asked me what to do.
Yeah.
I had an idea, and I was like, I just took 3 step backs. So, since he got fired, I was like, I'm out, because him also, he liked to involve us and ask us, and I said, okay, it's enough. But for me, maybe it will sound crazy. I will make you the coach.
Wow. That was crazy.
Bro.
It's not crazy because...
It's not so crazy. Why it's crazy?
It's crazy. You
Why
know
it's
what's
crazy, James?
No, I'm gonna say before you answer.
Nah, that's not crazy.
Before you
It's
answer,
not
though,
crazy at all.
before you answer, Bar said this, the lawyer said this, X said this,
I didn't know they said that.
Jalen said this.
My thing was like,
What will happen?
it's not crazy because everybody has
You don't think I'm a good coach?
but a first year coach over.
It's not about that, bro.
Assistant coach.
I don't
I think it'll be an adjustment.
put me in the hot seat.
Nah, I know you like being in a hot seat, but
How am I going to learn if I don't just be
no,
in the hot
I
seat
understand.
right
But you a type of person that you'll be.
now? I might want to sub in. Huh?
That's what I was about to say. Hey,
Yeah,
X gonna do something crazy,
yeah, I might
and by
wanna sub in.
mistake you gonna go on the floor
Yeah, you're right.
and be like, nah, you gotta do this. Oh man, my bad. I just got a technical.
Overcoaching.
That's what I'm saying.
Overcoaching.
In practice, you gonna walk into practice with tights on, your game shoes tied
But
up.
maybe we need it. Maybe we need it.
I ain't gonna lie to you, Jay. I feel like if they would have said, "Hey, we don't want to pay you to be a basketball player. We pay you to be a coach and take less money."
Assistant coach or head
No.
coach?
Put me in the hot seat. Excuse me, Barack. Let me see. So now I know when I do get into this moment, it ain't new to me no more.
I understand, but
least I'd rather go
mid season on the
But wait, listen.
what's the
third,
Think about it.
second,
Think
third
about it.
biggest team in Israel.
But think about it for a second. First of all, even when Danny got fired, the team was not like terrible.
Yeah,
Not going to the playoff or whatever. The team was good. So the team, even without a coach, let's say,
no,
they can
you
go.
have players. You have players that's
That
gonna
play a lot of field
yeah.
together. We can go.
You're gonna win games with whoever the coach is.
Exactly. So,
whoever.
in the first 3 games, no offense, was you guys, was I think Ness Ziona, Ramat Gan. Okay, games that even if we lose, it's okay.
Yeah.
What can happen? The story is amazing. Everybody going to talk about it.
But like-
sometimes it's important.
But like to have him coach until you find your new coach or
no.
the whole regular season.
Could you have done it?
You would have said yeah.
for sure, he will say
Could you
yes.
have done that?
He will say yes. For
I
sure.
don't think you can give up that. Like,
Give
it's,
me
it's
a
a
shirt.
different. It's a different.
John,
Can you give up that control?
what control?
None. You
control.
have none.
What control?
You have no control.
What
as
you
a
mean you
coach.
have no control? He's the coach.
He has no like. It's different.
Okay,
He
you have to
having
learn
control
that.
as a
But
player and having no control as a coach. You think you have control, but you have no control.
you control other stuff.
Yeah.
You know how hard it is to be the main point guard of 12 players.
No, I'm not saying you can't coach. I think you'd be a great coach, but the first
So what?
first year,
So what do you
first
think?
time,
What do you think my
that's
job
an
is?
adjustment.
What I would just look at it as me
What's your
being,
system?
me being. Oh, I'm changing the system.
What's your discipline? What's your
I'm changing.
Facade.
I'm changing the system.
how you going to discipline? Like if X does something, how you going to do? How you going to dis? If Brian says something, how you going? If he does like
I'm a people.
it's
I'm
hard.
a people person, right?
Of course, nobody said it's easy. I didn't
I'm a,
say
I'm
it
a
would
people
be
person,
easy.
right? And I know how to communicate with people, right?
Yeah.
When he wants to.
If I have to, like I said, bro,
People
John,
person.
listen,
It took-
it's the same thing. Listen how I'm thinking about it. It's the same thing as me walking into a good boy Galil, going from the 2 to the 1. That's how I'm gonna look at it as being a coach. You're gonna have bumps, you're gonna have your little bruises. Take them like a man, and then you just adapt.
For me, I just
That's
think
it.
it's
That's how I look at it as my next step.
for me.
of
For me,
my
I think
plan
it's too
being
much of a
like-
high level. I think
You
you
get
gotta
it?
start.
That's okay. I like that. I like that. Keep sleeping on me.
I think
After
that-
today,
I
don't
think
call
that
me.
The player could. I think the player could really respect him. You know.
Yeah.
I'm gonna just be the black version of Oded.
It's one of the.
That's a fact. For sure. That's gonna be a system. And
I
you're gonna
didn't-
be, but I'm also that hunger is gonna come back.
But yeah,
bro.
I'm still in that system.
But that hunger is gonna come back. I'm telling you.
What
It's-
hunger?
That hunger.
I
of wanting
can't
to
play, so it's not
But
like.
I'm saying eventually.
But I'm not playing, so it's not.
So you're gonna finish the season and be like, all right, let me come back to basketball player.
Yes, why not?
I'm a basketball player.
Oh, now you don't want to be a
I'm
basketball.
retired.
Oh, stop.
So if they gave you the coaching job, you retire?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I would too. If when I was injured, somebody beat. Yeah, I would have retired too.
Come here. But that's me. That's how I'm looking at it. I'm looking at it as adjusting from the 2 to the 1. So now I don't have tennis shoes on. I got dress shoes.
Bro, you
I gotta wear a t-shirt to
you
coach.
wearing them Crocs to coach.
Facts.
Talking about
No,
tennis
some
shoes.
Jordans. I wear some Jordans. My
practice,
Crocs.
it's okay.
Bar
He's
hate.
wearing
Bar hate my Crocs.
No.
Those?
Bar hate my Crocs.
No, I hate them Nike ones you be wearing. No, I'm just stressed.
Cause they yellow.
I don't know. You came to a game with them joints. I was just like, what are you doing?
Because they don't match with
You were
everything.
sitting front row like this.
Yeah, because they don't match with everything.
Oh,
That's
that was
why.
bad.
They don't match with
That was
everything.
bad. That was bad.
That's all right. That's all right.
That was my idea. Sorry.
Yeah, nah, I like that idea, but bro, I wish I would have put me in the hot seat because to show him and my player that I could do it, and then when I do it and the system worked,
I would have been at
cut
every Hapoel Tel Aviv game.
I cut him. As soon as the system worked, I cut him because I know he's talking noise. Like this motherfucker here did what I think he could.
Apparently, if Ottoman could do it, anybody can, right? That's what
I
y'all
ain't seen
saying,
all
right?
that. I ain't seen all
He not doing much.
I ain't
He
seen
just
that.
winning back-to-back EuroLeague championship. He taking teams from worst to first.
I have a question, a
It's
different
worse.
question for you. Let's say he's the coach now,
Yeah,
and he's telling you something, whatever.
yeah,
You will get it. You will respect it. You will do it.
yeah.
Why? Because it's him.
Because I would need the team to win.
Because it's him.
I would almost, if just to win, the team got to be on the same page. If you're saying do this, I don't care if it's fucking Big Bird coaching.
No, I'm just
Like,
saying, okay.
If he says
It's
this
not only you.
this is what we need you to do.
But
Aight.
it's not 11 other people like you though.
No, but I think with him it will work. That's what that.
But I'm
what
just
I mean.
I'm doing that because that's who I am. I'm gonna do whatever I can to win.
One personality. That's your personality.
Yeah.
Now what about everybody else?
I mean, you got to handle
I
12
want
personalities.
to change it up a little bit.
Change it.
He was talking about about his injuries, going through his injuries and stuff like that. Like, you know, I tell you this all the time. You know, like you said, that hunger, and sometimes it frustrates you because you don't know what you want to do, if you want to retire, if you want. All them thoughts go through your head, bro. Like, I'm gonna tell you this on camera. Like, I had those thoughts of retiring. I had those thoughts of not playing. You know, I've had a long career, I think a great career, and I hit a point when I got injured that I was satisfied. You know, I was satisfied with what I had, what I did, what I accomplished. You know, I was at a point that I was like, I think I did enough. I think I did more than enough. You knowing me from when I was 14. You know, nobody knew what I was gonna do or how I was gonna become a pro and stuff. So, but when you get back to feeling better and your knee getting stronger, that motivation, that hunger is gonna come back, bro. It's like it's not gonna go away. It's gonna be something like you're gonna want to prove to yourself, not even to nobody else, to yourself, to your kids. First your kids, and like whatever happens, whatever happened to you in your career, it's like you could overcome it. You know what I'm saying? Like when I got better, it was just like I was more of I gotta prove to myself I could get back to that level. I didn't do it for the money. I didn't come to Hapoel Tel Aviv last year for whatever they paid me. You know what I'm saying? Like I had a mindset of I gotta prove this to myself. I gotta prove this to I could overcome this. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like you have that same mentality. Right now it's tough. You know what I'm saying? Like not going to games or seeing games or watching games. You know what I'm saying? Like it's gonna come back. That hunger's gonna come back.
I think you're right. You know what I mean? But like if you really I know you know, but if people really know, I've been dealing with injuries since I was 12 years old. Broke my foot. On wrist. You know what I mean? So those getting away from those moments, Ben was there for me.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? And now, at the age of 34, from 12 years old, I could sit back and just be like, you know what I mean? Go be a father. I'm cool with that now. You know what I mean? Like, if you ask me at 32,
I said no.
yeah,
I don't
you get what I'm
think you
saying?
cool with that.
And that's okay.
Because you was just talking about I got it back. I got it.
No, but me, that was me joking. But me on a serious note, for the people that think that I'm joking, like I'm okay. Like if I go home next month and I say I'm done, like I'm finito with it, because at the end of the day, I haven't been a father to my kids for 13 years, bro.
Yeah.
What's more hurting than anything? Who hurting? Them. All I can do is provide money, call you on with FaceTime. It go a long way, but I'm not there for daughter daddy dance, baseball games, basketball games. Those hurt me more thinking about me just shooting the basketball and me being competitive.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? So that's why I'm like, I say that, But I say that to motivate myself to pick myself up to be better for them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Not to pick up the basketball.
And I feel like they also at an age that they
You know what I'm saying?
understand.
Because my daughter and son every year always ask me, still to this day, like Dad, why you keep leaving? We know you going to work, but you can't work here. Like that's how they look at it.
Yeah.
You get, my friend got his dad and his mama every day. Sometimes that hurts me. You get what I'm saying?
That could eat at you.
You get what I'm saying? But when I come over here and I get around brothers, I know how to keep my kids here. And when it's time for me to lock in with my brothers that I gotta take care of them, I could put them, and I hate to say put them aside, but it's just like I know how to balance it. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But that part, that side of it, I never faced reality of. I ran away for 13 years. And that's what I want to catch up on. You know what I'm saying? That's why I say I'm cool with if I walk away from it, like I'm going to be mad about it, but I'm really 100% okay with it. Yeah. You know what I mean? I just got to adjust to that other part of life. You know what I'm saying? So
I just
that's
think
what it
that
is.
For both of you, I thought about you. I never told you that, and I never told you that. But because, okay, what you just said about your kids is so powerful. So I don't know about what I'm going to say now, but for you guys, because, okay, we're not getting younger, and we need to face it. Someday we will finish, you know? I think that's why I'm so happy you came back, and that's why I think you should come back, because you deserve different ending for your career. You know what I mean? Yeah. I think
I should go out with with the last shot.
Of course. It doesn't matter if it's not. It don't have to be the last dance like MJ. You know, it's.
No, I get you.
I'm happy. I will be happy for you if we win a championship with Hapoel Tel Aviv, and it will be the shot that you make. But even if it will be something else, just playing.
But what if I get to the point where I'm trying to chase that goal you telling me, and 1 year passed by, 2 years, because I feel like the season wasn't how I wanted it to be. Yeah. And then I get to my second year and I'm thinking the same thing, but I'm not thinking about age. You get what I'm saying? So now
the way you want it to be.
That's what I'm saying. So that's why I said, you know what I mean? Like I'm cool with, you know what I mean? Just me going up to try to block a shot, knowing that I'm not a shot blocker, and that's how, you know what I mean? Like I can laugh about it, you know what I mean? Because people like every time like, how you got hurt? Man, trying to block a 3-pointer. The fuck you trying to block a 3-pointer for? You can't even block a layup, you know what I mean? So, you know what I mean? It's just like, you're right. So I can laugh about it. It ain't like, you know what I mean? It's some bad shit. You know what I mean? So it's just like, I'm kind of ending it not how I want to. And I'm not saying that I am retired, but I'm saying if I do walk away from it.
Not saying he retired.
No, but I'm not saying that. But
retired.
if I get to that point and I get home and I get in front of those 3 kids and they just hit me with that line, it's just like, you're right. Yeah. Let me go get these 13 years back. You know, try to get it. You know what I'm saying?
I think this line that you said, it's powerful.
You know what I mean? So that's just, like, I'm with, you know what I mean? Like, I'm cool with, that, like, I'm always talk shit to y'all, like, y'all want to see me out there? That's only to, that's like a cover up to keep me from crying and hurting. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, that's my call out, to call my brothers and be like, hey, I'll bust your ass next year, you know what I mean? That's my help, you know what I mean? I just do it in a different way.
That's tough.
You know what I'm saying? So that's just, what a point. And y'all know you two know my mom for sure, and that's what she been giving me the game on. You know what I mean? She like, son, I'm gonna love you if you're a basketball player next year, but you done did enough. You know what I mean? Take care of what you gotta take care of, but those babies really. And I see it, when I'm home and I see the little act in my son and my daughter, and I'm just like, damn.
Because all that time passes and they just different. I seen it with my parents actually, like, because mom was older, and it's like, damn, like
what you think? What you think? We the same age, so you without injuries, you healthy.
I mean,
completely healthy. Yeah. But you still, you getting up there in age. Like, what you feel? How do you feel about the situation of like retiring?
Personally, I got a young spirit, but
we all know this.
But I mean,
we all gonna finish at some point. I'm just saying, you're getting closer to that point.
Listen, I'm ready.
To give it up?
I'm ready. If need be, I'm ready.
What should need be? It gotta be something. It can't be.
I don't know. I mean, it's scary. I'm not gonna lie to you.
I just think when you get to a certain age, I think it's just gotta be like
it's like
that
dying.
Voice. You gotta hear. You know what I mean? Like
I think for me, like honestly, it's like if I had like things moving like outside of basketball, like I'm cool with like I got everything situated and planned out. But like if I had like a business already going up and running, I think it would be different. You know what I'm saying?
I just want to do some shit that I'm passionate about. Like I don't know if I'm ever gonna love doing anything more than I love playing basketball.
Oh, we never gonna get that.
So
Never.
like if
Never.
I could do
We
something
never
that
get that.
I could kind of find
Maybe
my love
being
for.
a daddy, maybe.
Maybe, but like I don't know. Maybe,
Yeah, I know.
Maybe not. Maybe,
maybe
I don't
not.
know, maybe.
Don't say maybe not.
I felt like if you
It's
will
just
have now
different.
this business, you will.
It
will be easier for you to start.
I still wanted to prove myself that I could get back from this injury.
No, I'm saying
But like,
let's say
yeah, like probably this summer I would definitely think.
So
if I had something already going, like money coming in outside of basketball, I probably.
But I don't think it's tough to like find also a business and a career, not at home, especially for you guys that you're doing career overseas. So running also a business or opening a business, starting a business.
That's the difficult part. It's like
When
we
you're
gotta
not
do
there,
it.
you know.
We gotta do it. Of course, you gotta have a partner that's there. You gotta have somebody that's there
That you trust.
That you trust, of course. It's difficult, but or you could just like be done and just start it from ground up, and you there from ground up, and you just.
You seeing yourself staying after like in basketball, or like?
I mean, me honestly, I'm trying to at least couple years get
Something
away.
else?
If I
need
am in
something
basketball,
changed.
I gotta be on a different side of basketball. Like not coaching,
Not
maybe
coaching.
front office. Like
Front office.
I want you to only see me.
At the draft. Or
Yeah. Like you gonna see me like a ghost. Like oh shit, that's the GM or that's the whoever.
Yeah.
Like
Not coaching.
maybe. But
Me
I don't
coaching
think so.
because my son's in sports, so I just want to be
You want to be there.
every day. Like I want to just be, that support father. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
To try to show him that hey, those times that I missed, like let that go, bro.
Let it
Like,
go. Now
I'm
I'm
here
here.
now.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna miss a day. I'm gonna be here. You know what I mean? Good, bad. When you in your bad moments, call me. We're gonna talk about it. Like this, how it is. Like that's what I'm ready for. You know what I mean? Like I don't. Like I'm cool with somebody else coaching him, but I feel like it's only right if I coach him just because that reason.
You got so much knowledge too, and
Yeah, you know what I mean?
And it don't matter what sport. I think basketball.
And
if
but
you were
and the
successful,
crazy
you
thing
could
about
take
it
that.
is like I'm not even gonna like he cares about it, but like soccer and baseball is his main life. So like I'm gonna have to adjust to this world more than
coach him in soccer.
I'm gonna try to be assistant just to be there. You know what I mean? Like
To
be
because if I'm just
a
a parent,
soccer coach?
because if I'm just a parent, it's easy for
It's
me
the
to say
same
ah.
thing, yo.
Hey, I'm gonna get you a soccer.
Nah, but I'm saying
band.
because if I'm a parent, like I'm just like, all right, I'm gonna drop you off and I'll pick you up when practice over. But
get
if
you
I'm
a
just like
soccer
water boy
band.
coach or something, I'm
You
there
gonna be a
every
water
day.
Water boy.
Something like I just like you know
You
what I
gonna
mean.
learn soccer? You gotta learn soccer.
Oh, what
Same
this
thing.
rule? Oh, watch this offside. Okay, I got it.
You
I
gonna
got
start
it.
watching every soccer game.
Somewhat, yeah,
Same
yeah,
what?
yeah.
Same,
you know what I mean?
same kind of
Especially if it's for your son, you will
Yeah.
do, you
So
will
I'm,
do everything.
yeah.
So.
So I'm, you know what I mean? Like this is why I, you know what I mean? So, but training kids and if I gotta coach them, like I'm cool with that field. But I really don't want to coach. I don't want to coach. I just want to train kids. You know what I mean? Like everybody can't be athletic. Everybody can't be so. But I could try to help you think, some scenarios in the game. You know what I mean?
Basketball IQ.
You know what I'm saying? Like
Yo,
that.
let's write a book.
Oh.
Dog.
Coaching. Like what makes the perfect coach at every level? Perfect high school coach. Perfect. That's what I want to do.
What makes a perfect coach though?
Well, I think in high school you need more discipline. I think you gotta be super disciplined. Teaching
As a coach?
fundamentals.
As
Yeah,
a coach?
fundamentals, discipline, how to play the game.
I ain't gonna lie to you. At the high school that's around my way, kids don't want that, bro. No, and it's sad to like sit there and look at it and just be like, y'all really feel like y'all know everything, but like all they want to do is they want to go in there how my boy X is. They just want to hoop. Like they don't want to
Yeah, but
learn.
you talking
X's
about
and
you can
O's.
communicate. That's
No, I'm saying what I see around. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So imagine how it is at other schools. You know what I mean? Like it probably 40 times worse when you got bigger name players. Man, you can't teach me nothing. Dude, you know what I mean? So it's
But
just
if they
like,
smart, they listen, cause you did something.
but when you a high school player, got this type of money. Now you got money as a high school player and you making 30 times more than me.
Why should you listen?
Watch out, listen. Now my dad and mom about to come to the school and get on your ass, and so now it's just like
Yeah.
it's so much that you got to deal with.
I guess that's that's the time we have. I thank you guys so much.
I appreciate
JB,
you for having
I
us.
appreciate you coming. I appreciate Bar you coming. James,
I need my
appreciate
gas
it.
money.
I don't say this a lot to y'all, man. I love y'all, bro. Like y'all know, man. We forever locked in.
For sure.
It's always more than basketball with us. You know what I mean? Like don't ever think that it's hard to pick up the phone and just talk about life, you know, and be there for each other. You know what I mean?
Sure.
Because the world is turning. You know what I mean? And be ready for the moments.
I'm coming over there right
Huh?
now. Coming through. Talk a little bit after the show. All right, we locked in.
I gotta get back to work.
Yeah.